Hey everyone, this is Pete, and welcome back to Retro Select, a series of quick looks at retro games I feel like playing. Today we're taking a look at Geometry Wars Galaxies for Wii. This was a 2007 release for Wii and Nintendo DS, developed by Bizarre Creations and Kuju Entertainment, and published by Vivendi Games, or Sierra, or whatever you want to call them at this point. This was the first Geometry Wars game to be released on non-Microsoft platforms after the original Geometry Wars was an Easter egg in Project Gotham 2 for original Xbox. Geometry Wars Retro Evolved was one of the most popular early downloads in the Xbox Live Arcade service on Xbox 360, and Geometry Wars Waves formed part of Project Gotham 4 on Xbox 360. So this came slightly before Geometry Wars 2 on Xbox Live Arcade. This is a noteworthy game for including a full single-player campaign, which previous versions of Geometry Wars didn't have, as well as some simple arcade-style scenarios. It also has some multiplayer modes, and when the Nintendo Wi-Fi collection was active, there were online leaderboards as well, but I assume those don't work anymore. So it was very well received in both its Wii and DS incarnations on its original release, although the DS version came in for some criticism for the lack of analog controls and for somewhat variable performance when things got a bit busy on the screen. So this is the Wii version we're looking at today. I haven't played this at all before, so I'm very intrigued to give it a look. So first thing we need to do is pick a profile and then give it a name. So PJD. Yes. Alright, so you can play the basic retro evolved game here. So this is the original Geometry Wars basically. Let's just have a look in options, see what we've got in here. Laser on, reticle star, profiles, audio credits. Now, I believe the default setup for this is to play with the nunchuck and Wii Remote, but I've actually got a Classic Controller Pro hooked up now, which I believe is also supported. So we'll just give this a quick go in the Retro Evolved mode, and just make sure that it actually works. Yes, it does. Good. I actually thought it would be weird to play Geometry Wars in standard definition, since this was, for me, it was a very iconic high definition game. In fact, the original Geometry Wars was pretty much the reason that I bought an Xbox 360. But you know what? It makes perfect sense that it doesn't look significantly worse in standard definition, because, you know, it is what it is. It still moves nice and slick on here. It's still got the cool sort of rippling background effects. Yeah, the only difference here is the resolution. So if you've not come across Geometry Wars before, which a few years back I would have thought would be a laughable concept, but these days it's perhaps a little bit more likely that you haven't stumbled across it before. The concept is very, very simple. You control this little sort of claw-shaped craft that you fly around with the left stick, or if you're using the Wii Remote control scheme, with the nunchuck. And you fire by pushing the right stick in whatever direction you want to fire. So it's very much moulded after classic twin stick shooters like Robotron and such like. And in fact, the original release of Geometry Wars is probably the game we can credit the more recent resurgence in the twin stick shooter to, because this game was so astronomically popular when it first came out on Xbox 360. It was, for a long time, it was consistently the most downloaded game on Xbox Live Arcade, with good reason, because it's a fantastic game. Very simple, doesn't do more than it needs to. This is all it is, and that's all it needs to be. And as you play, you see your score will gradually escalate. more complex forms of enemies start to appear in larger quantities. Your multiplier will increase. And at set intervals, you get better weaponry as well. You get the rapid fire weapon, and you get the sort of more powerful shots as well. Let's have one more go at that, because it's nice to return to classic old school Geometry Wars after so long. It's actually been quite a while since I played the original. I do come back to Geometry Wars 2 quite often. But the original is something I haven't played for quite a while. So yeah, the sole aim in this Retro Evolve mode is just to survive for as long as possible and score as many points as you can. Oops. No, I'm not doing really well at that at the moment, from the look of things. And success in this game is, as you can probably tell, determined by figuring out the different ways in which the different shapes move. The reason it's called Geometry Wars is that they're all geometrical shapes, and each different type of geometrical shape behaves slightly differently. So the circles here, these are black holes that will suck everything in. The green things will actively avoid your shots. The diamond things will home in on you. The sort of shuriken looking things will just sort of move around without really paying any attention to anything. And you'll notice that everything makes a distinct sound. Everything has its own sort of little impact on the grid in the background. I'm so out of practice with this game. Alright, again. This is such a hypnotic game. So, back when Geometry Wars 2 came out in particular, because that really emphasised the online competition side of things, there was a period of probably a good few months. Oh no! Probably a good few months when my friends and I were pretty much doing nothing but competing on the Geometry Wars 2 leaderboards. Because Geometry Wars 2 took the genius approach of taking that high score display in the top right and replacing it with the score of your closest online rival from your friends list. Which is just mean. Because it meant you were constantly being mocked. Oh! Yeah, what happened there was one of those black holes sucked in too much stuff and it explodes when that happens. And sends all those sort of circular shapes out after you. And they all home in on you. Which is very scary. Yeah, you can set off bombs as well. How do you... Okay, shoulder button. Not a trigger, just shoulder button. So that just clears the screen. It's good for getting yourself out of a pinch, but not great for scoring. And also, you want to try and time it carefully. When there's a lot of stuff incoming. Right, those snake things you're going to shoot in the head, so you need to watch out for them. Oh, so many things. Uh-oh. I haven't got any bombs left. Wait, no. Ah. I'm scoring a bit better, though. I believe it does reset your multiplier when you die, though. Ah. damn it. Alright, okay, we get the idea. That is Geometry Wars Retro Evolved. So, the new stuff in Geometry Wars Galaxies is this Galaxies mode. So, I know nothing about this aside from the fact that it is a single-player campaign. So, let's have a look. Alpha, Novice, Beta, Locked, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon, Zeta, Eta, Theta, Kappa, Lambda. Okay, so that one there, you actually need the DS game as well to be able to unlock it. I wonder if that still works. Interesting. Anyway, let's go for Alpha. So what do we do here? Trainer Ice, Trainer Duo, Cleus. Okay, so we start here. Medal targets 3 million points for a gold medal, 1,250,000 for a silver medal, or 350,000 for a bronze. Alright, what do we do? Starting lives 3, initial bombs 3, current gems 0, drone behavior. Okay, so we have upgrades that we can presumably purchase with the gems that we find. Alright, let's have a go. Yeah, so the drone helps us out. We've got a much more confined space here than normal. And stuff that can come from outside the grid as well. That's interesting. I'm actually seeing now that quite a bit of Geometry Wars 2's mechanics obviously originated in this. Because one thing that Geometry Wars 2 kind of went with to distinguish itself from the original Retro Evolved is that the multiplier could go a lot higher, and you increase the multiplier by picking up gems. You increase the multiplier by picking up those little gems that appear every so often. So in the original Retro Evolved, I think the multiplier would only go up to 10 maximum. But in Geometry Wars 2, and apparently the Galaxies mode in this, the multiplier just keeps going up the more things you pick up. You see, the further you go, the more things we can pick up, and the higher scores we can attain. We've already crashed through the bronze target score. We're on the way to silver. There goes silver. Onward to gold, I guess. It's getting a bit hectic though, I don't like it. Clear a path, clear a path. That's all we need to do, clear some space. Just gotta get the 3 million, and we've got loads of lives, we've got loads of bombs, everything's fine. Oh, it looks like the multiplier maxes out 150. There's a gold medal. This is still a gorgeous looking game, like even in standard definition. I held off playing this for the longest time because I thought it would lose some of its impact in standard definition, and perhaps it does, but just those beautiful firework style particle effects and all that sort of thing, the absolute chaos on screen, but combined with the fact that it's still entirely playable. Like, it's beautiful and chaotic, but it never gets to a point where it's unplayable. Which is some really impressive, masterful design. So I guess we just keep going until we can't go anymore. And I guess the main point of doing that is collecting more of those gems, which we can then use to upgrade our drone, which will, in theory, make the later levels a bit more easy. A bit easier is how you would say that in English. Oh, it's getting intense. Oh no! There's our first life down. And our multiplier is back to 1. Harsh, but fair. Oh dear. I don't think we're going to last much longer at this rate, judging by what I'm seeing. But we'll see. You've already set a thoroughly respectable high score. Have a bomb. One more life. 2 more lives, maybe. I think I might have scored an extra life at some point. You know, I occasionally talk about sort of the synesthetic appeal of shoot-em-ups. Geometry Wars has that in spades. Like, this is a game that it just feels nice to play. It just feels really good to play. Okay, so your drone gains experience as well. And you get bonus gems for the medals you obtain as well. Cool. Right. Okay, so then we move on to something that we haven't done. Train a duo. So this time, starting lives, 3 initial bombs. So this is presumably just the same. So I guess we can purchase one of these other drones with the gems that we've got. At the moment we have an attack drone, and the more you use a drone, it seems the more experience it gets. Let's try this sweep one and see what this does. Are you sure you want to purchase the sweep behavior at 57,000 gems? Yes, because I want to see what it does. Okay, so this drone just sort of swings round us and presumably tries to protect us. And this time we've got quite a tall grid. So a lot more space to manoeuvre. But it's easy to get yourself into a false sense of security if you do that. Again, just need to build that multiplier up. I'm kicking myself for not having tried this sooner now, because this is exactly what I would have wanted from a retail Geometry Wars version. And yes, I love the original's arcade style gameplay, but having a certain amount of structure to the experience and some progression and upgrades and that sort of thing, it feels true to the original without overcomplicating it, which I think is the important thing. Because Geometry Wars 3, although I like it, for me just it kind of lacked a certain amount of magic that the first two had. And I think it was from the fact that it was just trying to do a few too many clever things. Like it was trying to be all like, oh look, now we got 3D playfields, and this level's wrapped around a barrel, and this level is and all that sort of thing. But I don't know, it just kind of lacked the same appeal that Geometry Wars and Geometry Wars 2, and by extension this one, had. And part of that was down to the fact that Bizarre Creations weren't involved in it anymore, because by the time Geometry Wars 3 came out, Bizarre Creations were dearly departed, unfortunately, because Activision had gutted them and made a real mess of marketing Blur was the main problem. It was a real shame, because Blur was a fantastic game and deserved to do a lot better. But Activision never gave it a chance, and with Activision being what Activision is today, it will never get a chance again. So, if you have a copy of Blur, treasure it. Ooh, that was silly. Oh, I've got to build up the multiplier again. It's alright, it's fine, won't take that long. Make sure you always have a safe spot to move into, and that's all you need. Stay at the corners, because that's where things spawn in. We're already up to 50 times multiplier. Yeah. Oh no! Oh damn it. Yeah, this is good. This is really good. Uh-oh. Panic bomb at its finest. I hate the green ones. Say dodge. Which is unacceptable. Unless you force them into a corner. And then you can obliterate them. For great justice and great satisfaction. Uh-oh. Bomb. To get away from the edges. Edges are dangerous. Everywhere is dangerous right now. Oh no! Oh, come on. I can make it to gold, no problem. You're not that far off. Another bomb. Curses! Well, we had some bonus geoms. And we got some experience for our sweep thing. I'm not sure how useful that was. But let's give it another go. Because I want my gold medal. I can see this being one of those games that will keep you up into the small hours, just as you try repeatedly to get that elusive gold medal for that one level that's been irritating you. I wonder if there's bosses. On the one hand, I think bosses would be interesting. On the other hand, I kind of don't want them. We'll see. Because I think after we've completed this level, the next one is just the last one of this first sort of training system. So if there's going to be a boss, I guess it's going to be there. Music for this game is so good as well. All the Geometry Wars games have great music. I don't know if the music in 3 was done by the same person, but certainly the music in both Retro... Damn it! In both Retro Evolved, Geometry Wars 2 and this were all done by the same guy. It's excellent, really top quality electronic music that complements the action perfectly. Atmospheric, it's inspiring, it's a good accompaniment to the action. just one of many ways that the whole Geometry Wars series just has a beautifully crafted audio-visual aesthetic.
Okay, just stay calm. Focus. Build up that multiplier slowly. Don't crash into things. And don't die! How hard can it possibly be? Alright, we're up to silver already. That's good. Uh-oh. Panic bomb. We're at 150 times multiplier as well. Let's try and keep that up. Watch out for the more dangerous enemies and prioritise those, like these pink ones. Enjoy ripping through the easy enemies. Oh god, lots of pink ones. Do not like. Not taking any chances with that black hole, thank you very much. We need 6 million. 2 more million points. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That siren sound is the sound of a black hole that is about to blow. Yeah. Alright, 5 million. Far to go. Oh! Fudge. Give me my multiplier back. Give me my multiplier back. I want it back. I also want the green things to go away. And the blue things. Basically everything needs to go away and stop hurting me. Oh, I've done it! Alright. That's fine. Anything else on top of this is a bonus now. Love the orbiting black holes. Oh, God! Ooh. That was the most well-timed bonus bomb ever. Ah. Okay, I'll take it. I will take it. Get some bonus gems for that. Very nice. And continue. And continue. Why are you not letting me continue? There we go. Alright. So, on to this one now. Should I buy something else? Turret. Let's have a turret. Yes. Okay, so this doesn't look like a boss level. It is a weird shape level though. Oh, that's interesting. That drone just sort of sits there as a turret. Does it start moving again, ever? Right, so it starts and stops. So presume, yeah, there we go. It's going to follow me again now. And then when it makes that noise again, it will stop in just a moment wherever I leave it. So if we want to try and put it around the middle somewhere, there we go. Then it just sort of sweeps round itself. Okay, we'll just leave it to it. Certainly seems more immediately and obviously useful than that sweeping one. And presumably as we upgrade that it will get more bullets. Or a faster speed or a wider spread or something like that. I don't know. We'll find out, maybe. Where we'll be going. About half an hour. We can play a bit longer. I'm having a good time. Yeah, very impressed with this so far. I remember when this came out, I nearly bought it lots of times, but then I thought, well, do I really need to buy full price? Do I really need to pay full price for a game that I've already got for like a $5 on Xbox Live Arcade? But yeah, I think this is worthwhile. I mean, you can get this ridiculously cheap these days anyway. But I don't think I would have been disappointed if I had spent full price on this back in the day. But I didn't. And more for me. I could have been enjoying this for years. Instead, here I am in 2021 enjoying it for the first time. Slow build on the multiplier on this one. So that will, of course, accelerate as the enemy swarms become more intense. Ooh, snakes, eh? Easiest thing to do with snakes is actually shoot them before they start moving. And if you end up having to deal with a lot of them at the same time, it can be quite inconvenient. Because their tails block your shot. You can only destroy them from the head. But their tails still block your shot. So if there's too many of them wriggling around in the middle of the screen, you can get yourself in a difficult situation. There's the bronze. Oh no! Oh, it took so long to get that multiplier up to that level as well. Okay, well we're getting more intense swarms of enemies now, so hopefully it should be a little bit quicker. There we go, we're already up to 27. Okay, I feel a little bit better. Oh no! We've done it again! Oh, hello. My controls have gone funky. What happened there? What's happening? Wait. Okay, time to unplug it and replug the controller. Not entirely sure what happened there. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, the controls just stopped responding for some reason. I don't know if it's wireless interference or something like that. I never encountered that with the Wii before. But I do occasionally get it with the wireless controller on my PC, so... I just wonder if there's something in my
large stack of computer equipment that is interfering with whatever frequency wireless controllers operate on. Let's get that multiplier back up. That's what we need. Lots of points. There's points mean prizes. Or medals in this case. I guess technically that is a prize. Give me your shinies. Give me more of your shinies. To 73 multiplier. Ooh, I'll tell you what, the greens are quite a bit easier to deal with on this level. Just because of the shape of it. You keep them around the edges, they have a lot less room to move. So 90 times the multiplier. Oh, we passed the bronze medal at some point. That's good. Take aim for the silver. Keep thinking that drone is an enemy. Score gradually increasing, multiplier going up. Very good, very nice. Some more shinies. Starting to get a little bit more intense. But that's good, because more intense means more rapid score acquisition. And there we are, 150. Right. Now, worry not about the shinies, worry only about shooting shit. He says, chasing after shinies. They're irresistible, I can't help it. I've been playing video games for a very long time. I'm conditioned to chase after shiny things. Coming up on silver. There's silver. 6 million for gold. It's quite a way off, but I think it's doable. Just as long as we are a bit careful. Just pay careful attention to what is going on around you at all times. Particularly with the things that's easy to miss, like the little pink things and the green ones, and indeed everything. Okay, up to 4 million, nearly 5 million. We're on the way. Oh! Ooh.
Oh, I thought that was all over then. Oh, it is all over. That's upsetting. It's okay. I have faith in myself. I don't have faith in myself about many things, but when it comes to Geometry Wars, I do have a certain amount of faith in myself. It's a 58 multiplier already. That's it. Keep it coming. Oh no! Oh come on, I need 200,000 more points. 2 lives to achieve that. Oh, 1 life to achieve that! I can feel the panic setting in now. Oh, that's deeply upsetting. That's deeply upsetting. My turret's leveled up though. Okay, let's try again. Let's see what a level 2 turret has to offer us. I don't see any obvious differences, but I'm sure it's doing something better. Believe how close that last one was. That's so upsetting. But such is the nature of Geometry Wars. She is a cruel mistress. Cruel, cruel mistress. Will you keep coming back for more? Because you know she'll show you a good time. Come on, bring it on. I want some more intensity. And some more multiplier and some more points. Is what I really mean. Okay, up to 210k. Getting there slowly. To watch that rate at which we acquire points accelerate gradually. Concentrating now, you can tell, because I'm not rabbiting on about useless nonsense. But it seems to be working. From now on, all Let's Plays will be completely silent. They will still feature face cam though, so you can just see me in the corner, concentrating. I'm sure someone somewhere has done that. In fact, most speedrunner videos seem to be like that from what I've seen. Someone sitting there looking very serious, playing a video game against the clock. guy called, I think, Arcus or something. Always shows up on my YouTube recommendations, even though I don't watch speedrunners. I'm not particularly interested in speedrunners, but this guy Arcus shows up quite regularly in my recommendations. And from what I can tell, he just sits there in a cowboy hat with an impressive moustache, playing games at high speed. Okay, max multiplier. Just concentrate on survival. Do not like pink things flying at me at high speed. Get out of here. Ah, too many snakes. Yes. The old feeling. It's coming back. I now wish to play this game all day. I'm surprised Geometry Wars hasn't seen some re-releases, to be honest. Like, how good would it be on Switch? There's our gold medal. I guess it's probably tied up with Microsoft. Ah! Or Activision. No, it'll be tied up with Activision, won't it? And we know what Activision are. Anyway, Geometry Wars on Switch. I would like to see that happen. It won't, but I would like to see it happen. In fact, this game on Switch, I would like to see. Just this exact game. High definition, Switch. Or Switch handheld mode. Imagine how lovely this would look on an OLED Switch. I lost my concentration now because I know I don't need to concentrate anymore. That's no reason not to try for a good score, though. Die. Damn. Well, 8 million. I'll take it. Alright. Okay. That was 50 minutes of Geometry Wars. I enjoyed that. Thumbs up to Geometry Wars Galaxies, I'd say. Alright. Continue. Yeah. Cool. I like that a lot. How do we unlock this? Oh, you pay gems. Okay, so I guess it just... Oh, and you have to start paying gems to unlock the planets as well. Okay, let's have a go at just one of these levels, just to see if there's any difference going on. But I suspect it's just going to be more of the same, different shaped things, maybe a few different enemies. Oh god. Okay, I was wrong. There's big things. I guess that answers my question if there's bosses. I mean, they're not really bosses. But they do present an interesting twist. Bringing in a little bit of asteroids into the mix.
And they split into the little ones as well. Yes, this is a very good game. I approve heartily of Geometry Wars Galaxies. And I'm going to be playing a lot more of this, I suspect. Oh no, the big diamond ones as well. This is going against all my preconceptions of what Geometry Wars should be. Big diamond thing, kill the big diamond thing. I can see why the targets on this level were so high now. There's going to be a lot of point scoring. Look at that, ripping through those enemies. It's so satisfying. As I say, this game feels so nice to play. Oh no. Oh, they're the green ones. Could be worse. Could be pink ones. You know the pink ones are going to show up at some point. Come on, bring it. Okay, there's the bronze medal. That turret is pretty useful in this stage, actually. Doing quite a good job of keeping things like the green ones off my back. It's a frightening noise. I do not like it. I'm having such a good time with this game. If that wasn't clear already, I'm having a very good time. Scary. Oh no, it's the pink ones. I knew they were coming. I just hoped it wouldn't be quite so soon. Oh god. Just cut the path. Cut the path through them. Oh no! So close to that 10 million. Multiplies building up nice and quickly again. Oh no! He says, dying. Still not at 10 million. There'll be black holes. You blowing up in this stage would be a lot of trouble, I feel. Panic bomb at its finest. There's the 10 million. Just need another 10 million to get the gold, which I don't think is going to happen today, but well, we can but try. Ah! We've got another life.
It's alright. Everything's going to be fine. I've got another life. Don't like that noise. Got no bombs left now. Oh, that's a lot of things. Yeah, that was never going to happen, was it? Leveled up my turret thing. Hooray! Oh. Yeah, this is a good game. You should get this game. You should get Wii if you don't have a Wii. Or a Wii U, preferably, because you can then play the few Wii U exclusives that there still are. Plus, all of the Wii stuff. And yeah, you should play this, because it's really good. Anyway, let's leave that there for now. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.